Hey everyone, it's December 11th, the morning market rundown here. Let's dive into this price action. So, we talked about in yesterday's video, we had the new all time high, experienced some profit taking on Monday, and yesterday unfolded to some more profit taking. This was the mapped out scenario we talked about on the intraday time frame, and we were looking to see if we were to rally up, which we rallied up right to this 2-day VWAP. We rejected. So let's see. We are trading in the pre-market right here at 603. So let's see if this is going to take an effect where perhaps maybe we get a bounce back into this Friday VWAP, Monday's VWAP, this week to date VWAP at 604 area, and this acts as resistance. And then we break this 602 for some further profit taking down into this 598.74 level, which was the volume profile node, a candle pattern of previous resistance, potentially acting as support, and a volume weighted average price from this recent low. If we want to get the real low, it's actually right here. So that takes us a little bit under to the bottom of this VP cluster at 597.15. And that's the election VWAP. So maybe this has a magnet, or we're coming back to the election VWAP and could potentially start to set up. What we'd be looking for then is if this sell-off does continue, the 5-day moving average is going to start to decline here. As we add data today, it's going to start to decline. So we start to get more cautious. Ideally, we would need to see something like this on the 5-day for it to kind of drop off. Maybe it's not going to drop off that aggressively. We start to rally back above it in the 605, and then that could break us up into 607 and give us more continuation into this golden Fibonacci at 630 area. So similar situation. We're looking to see if the SPY can bounce up, get above the week to date volume weighted average price, maybe reclaim the 2-day, get back above the week to date, and then get going. And then this would be your potential, maybe a stop out like this for the long scenario. It gets back above that week to date volume weighted average price. The buyers are gaining control, and we could start to really get rid of any of those sellers in there and squeeze them out. If we don't reclaim that 609 and we continue to reject this week to date VWAP, monitor this situation where we could potentially then see a break of this 602.40 area, and maybe potentially be risking something like this for a fall down into 597. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers and the primary trend here. And this is a cute trade into the 20-day, but resurfacing, maybe we get some support at 594, 593, and give us that push into that 630. QQQ situation from yesterday we talked about was a rally into the 2-day VWAP. We wanted to reclaim it up in this area, and we never did. So maybe this is going to be our week to date volume weighted average price now, and we're trading underneath it. So perhaps maybe this situation can come into play as where we rally back up above, start to reclaim this 521.70, fuel us into 523, and push us back into 525. So that would be this. That would be this potential situation where we rally up, hold this week to date average, hold this volume weighted average price week to date, consolidate, and start climbing up. This would be our failure situation where we'll be monitoring that pullback down into the anchored VWAP from the election and this previous low down at this 508. So if we start to break 518, I think we're going to be poised to see further profit taking down to the 515 and this 512 area. and we can see this previous band of resistance could potentially act as support. And then we have some key anchors and volume profile nodes down here at the 509.29 level. Hopefully this is helpful. Enjoy.